Hello, everybody. This is Napa Fan here, and NRLOA RaceCenter Live is back. It's been a few days since we've done one of these podcasts here on the NRLOA official channel, but I'm finally back, finally with a chance at doing it. Just got back home from work, and I got a bunch of McDonald's food, so I'll probably be eating while doing this. I just really wanted to get this done. Really wanted to get to it. I was looking forward to it throughout my whole work day. So here I am. Be private messaging the link to the guys who are normally in this. So check your PMs for the link. And now you guys know who you are. And of course, take a little while to get them here. But anyways, in today's episode, we will be discussing Eldora, the IMS Xfinity race, which I didn't actually see, but heard that William Byron won, and heard that it was a pretty good race at that. But I don't really know how that all played out, because I was at work when that race was going on. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so I'm getting these out here. Get one Bonksy Nor here. And, of course, anybody else who normally is in, just let me know, and I'll PM you the link to join. Get to the official channel here and then see how the chat's going on right now. I never prepare for these guys, just to let you know. I'm terrible at preparing for these things. I mean, I'm sorry about that. But, hey, you know what? We're going to have fun anyway tonight. And it's going to be a good podcast here tonight for NRLOA, RaceCenter Live. And Trey Bartow, he's waiting to be picked up from work. How about that? I just got back home from work. And, yeah, I completely missed the Xfinity race from IMS. So hopefully somebody who watched it will pop in here soon and let us know what happened in that event. But, yes, it's definitely a good day. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But hey, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about here today. We're supposed to be talking about what's been going on in the racing world. And hopefully you all enjoyed the race earlier today. I didn't get to see it like I said earlier. But 16 lead changes. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it had quite a few lead changes in it. If any of you want to join, just let me know, and I'll PM you the link to hang out. And hopefully somebody will come in so I can actually eat my food here. I probably didn't plan this too well. I probably should have eaten first and then do this. But hey, you live and you learn. Basically, just waiting for people. This happens every single time we do one of these things. We just wait for people to pop in, so we can actually get some discussions going on what happened in the racing world. And like I said earlier on, I do not plan these things well at all, so I do apologize for it being a little bit awkward at the moment with nobody in. I don't even know like if any of the people I sent this to are even on right now. But anyways, we had the Indianapolis race. I just realized I made a mistake there in the description. NS and XS at Indy. I want somebody. Yeah, people need to join. You want one, Tristan? You want to join? I mean, you can join if you want to. I mean, you're an NRLOA member now, so if you want to join, go ahead. I'll send one to you. So just check your private messages, and that's where it will be. There. Yeah, I want people to join so I can eat my dinner. There we go. How's it going, man?
Going good.
Good.
It's like the second I got the notification that we were live, it was like, oh,
Yep.
I might as well get over here because I was just playing Grid at the time. So,
Mm-hmm. So,
but,
I'm assuming you saw the race earlier today?
I did not see it, but
Oh.
I was gonna not watch it because I thought, oh, it's just gonna be another follow the leader thing, and by leader I meant him. But
well, it wasn't him today. It wasn't him today.
Yeah,
But actually, I heard
today.
it was a great race. I didn't get to see it because I was at work when it was going on, so I wasn't able to really check in and see what happened. But hopefully, somebody will pop in who actually saw the race, so that we can actually talk about it.
I watched the replay of the finish. That was the only thing. That was the only part of the race that I saw.
It was anything, any replays at all. I just got home, and I wanted to get this done. So, I haven't seen any of it yet, and I'm not going to. I'm probably not going to see any of tomorrow's race. But then again, tomorrow's race is probably not going to be as good as today's was, because they do not have the same package.
Yeah, but just they don't have the same package, but just for the Xfinity Series, it technically was not a new package. They were just reverting back to an old package that they had like a year ago.
I think they had restrictor plates in them. So for Indianapolis, it was a new package.
It was hard to tell if they had restrictor plates on there or not. I couldn't tell.
That's what they said, that they have restrictor plates on them. The speeds, I think, were like 10 miles per hour slower than they were last year.
Huh. I guess I may have to do a little comparison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were going much slower, but I didn't get to see, any of the race at all. But I do know that William Byron won the race, so it could not have been that bad if an Xfinity Series regular ended up winning.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And especially what's even cooler is that he won at probably one of the most historic racetracks in his first time out.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, if it wasn't Kyle Busch that won today, then it would have been a great race.
And that was not the case. But anyways, I'm assuming you saw Eldora on Wednesday.
I did, start to finish.
Yeah, that was a pretty good race. I was really hoping Stuart Friesen would come home with the victory in that one.
I mean, that I thought, man, this is because I heard that Friesen took a couple weeks off, and then at Kentucky he got a top 10 or something like that, but then finished second. So I was like, man, this guy really, really means business here. It's like he wants to be up at the top level.
Yeah, he's definitely been doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, Eldora definitely showed that with him.
Yeah.
He definitely did a great job in that race. I kind of feel like he should have won.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Yeah.
When you got Matt Crafton coming behind you, a two-time series champion, taking the win away.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping it would be Friesen, but Matt Crafton, that's okay. I was just hoping that Ty Dillon would not win that race because, of course, he's a Cup driver. He's a Cup driver, and the Cup driver Kyle Larson won last year. I was not happy about that at all.
No.
Did not want it to be Ty Dillon again.
Yeah,
or another Cup driver, I should say.
It's like we didn't want Ty Dillon to win. Our dreams were fulfilled.
Anyways, also big news this week was Alex Bowman. He's taking over the number 88 next season for Hendrick Motorsports, taking over the ride Dale Jr. drove has driven since, I believe, 2008.
Yep.
So that's definitely big news there. I'm really glad that he got the ride. I didn't really want to see like Keselowski or Kenseth in that ride because I want to see a new face in the sport in a good full-time ride. And Alex Bowman got it, and really glad that he did.
Yeah.
Whereas he got William Byron moving up. I think Byron's eventually going to be in that 5, especially considering just how strong he has been this season. Already 3 wins. He had 7 wins last year in the Truck Series. Definitely one of the best drivers right now that's not in the Cup Series. So definitely expect him to get one of those top-tier Hendrick rides in the near future.
Yeah. I'd say for Byron, having himself like probably one of the best seasons he's had so far. Maybe he could top that. This season could probably top the Truck Series season that he had, because
it is possible. And I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I'm not sure if you know, during the chase, I believe the Cup drivers are not allowed to drive in any chase race.
Yes, that's correct.
And that is the perfect opportunity for William Byron to rack up those wins. So
not only
expect. Yeah, go ahead.
Not just him, because you got a lot of other drivers that have just as much potential as he does, like Matt Tifft and Justin Allgaier, Brendan Gaughan, just to name a few. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely a perfect opportunity for them.
Definitely. Well, hopefully some more people will pop in here. I gave invites to a few people. I think I should let Alex Bongino know that I gave him one.
Yet let the yeller hedgehog.
Yes. I'll private message him here. I'm not sure if he'll get it, but I know he said that he thought he might be able to join tonight, so let's have to see. Also should let Caleb Hoffman know. He hasn't been in one of these things yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hoffman in a little while.
Yeah. Issue with recording Turkey Hill series, I believe. And he lost like half of the season. So that's why the Turkey Hill series has not gone up lately, in case any of you all were wondering.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to put Emily Anderson in there, but it's like, no, just keep her moving up. Keep her moving.
Yeah. Well, she's going to be in the Napa Truck Series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan to put
Turkey Hill Series actually ahead of the Napa Truck Series when you think about it. Now, hopefully sometime I'll be able to do the Turkey Hill Series again. But with college beginning in a month, not really going to have the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely understandable. Okay. Only the Homestead. Okay, so Stewart says that only Homestead race will have no Cup regulars. That's what he believes. That's what he thinks. Drivers Bush,
that might
Logano.
be correct. That might be correct.
Yeah, he might be right, because I did hear something like earlier earlier this year that like Cup regulars aren't allowed to contend in chase races for the Xfinity and trucks.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. Like guys like Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, they won't be able to drive in those races, but other guys will, like Larson and Dillon. Which doesn't really make things much better.
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know, kids. Dude, not really, because he's a Cup regular.
I didn't even see the race, so I don't even know how it even went. I didn't even check in on any highlights. All I know is that William Byron won, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't even know who finished second.
It was Paul Menard. He finished second.
Okay.
And I was thinking, Byron, if you choke, then you're basically going to let another Cup driver win.
I wouldn't have minded Menard. It's not like he does anything in Cup, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
it basically, the Cup drivers that I don't like being in are those who are really good in the Cup series, you know?
And keep stealing all that.
And Logano and Bush, you know, that's when it really gets annoying. When it comes to someone like Paul Menard, he has about the same skill as everybody else, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, just even though, like, he drives for, like, probably a mediocre team in Cup, but it's also, like, another one of those, like, say, top teams in the Xfinity series. I mean, it's almost like his setups kind of match, like, what an Xfinity regular setups would normally be, you know?
Yeah.
Like he normally hang around the tops. It's like, now that's what a Cup driver is supposed to do. Hang around in the top 10. Don't just simply dominate the whole entire thing.
Yeah, but there were quite a few lead changes as far as I know in the race. But like I said, I have no idea what happened, and you didn't watch it, so it's
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we're not really too prepared here.
Sorry, viewers. We weren't prepared. Very sorry.
Oh boy. Yes, but I am looking forward to tomorrow's race and just seeing how it all plays out. I mean, I probably won't be able to watch it because I'll probably be going to my local county fair tomorrow. So, and that's usually how it is every year. I usually miss the Brickyard race every single year. But Kyle Busch, I believe he's starting on the pole for tomorrow's race, and he's looking to grab his third straight win in the Brickyard 400. And he's probably got a good chance of doing that because he starts on the pole. So, what do you think is going to happen?
Obviously, he'll probably just drive away, and everybody's going to play following the leader, following the lead. I forgot how it goes. But they'll basically play that.
I don't know any way that you can sit here right now and say, is this going to be a success or is this...
Sorry, that was just a different video.
Oh. For a second, I thought that was like your dad or your stepdad coming in or something like that.
No. My stepdad's downstairs. He's working on the dining room. He's like painted the whole repainted the walls to like a very like weird, odd looking pink.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get a room downstairs. In theory. My uncle ever comes up to get it like built and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stuart, that you got eliminated. You know, that's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah. But thank goodness. Sorry, you can keep going.
Yeah. Thing is, like, you know, he's just said, you know, as soon as I'm eliminated, I get a top 10. Alexander Rowe, he got eliminated. He won the race. So how do you think he feels? I mean, it's like both, you know, right after you get eliminated, get really good runs, and that's an unfortunate one for you guys. But it's just the way it goes sometimes, and it's a very odd season this season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We have yet to get a Chase driver to win a race in the Chase.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place. We got a lot of veteran drivers like Elijah Gordon still in the Chase. There's Alex. How's it going, man?
There he is.
Considering the fact that I just finished up a 100 lap mock-up of the Cars Tour Super Late Model race at Orange County Speedway and won it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can join us, man.
I'm happy to do it.
I need more people in here so I can actually eat my dinner and you guys talk.
But Stuart's pointing out something that's like very, very, very clear. Thank goodness Kyle Busch won't sweep for a third year in a row.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. You're definitely
He
right
did it in
about that.
15. He did it last year. Thank goodness he won't do it again this year.
Hey, you know who I want to see win tomorrow? Jamie McMurray.
Yes.
Yeah,
I knew I was going to get that kind of reaction from you.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to see him win.
I'm not
I
necessarily
think he's
but like McMurray, I want to see McMurray get the win because he's my favorite Ganassi driver and one of my favorite drivers actually. And,
if he wants to be in the chase. Yeah. I mean, if he wants to be in the chase, he's due for a win. So if he wants to be in the chase, Indy's like a good place to get your first win of the year. And first
and
time
he's won it before too.
Yeah, and first time in 4 years since you've gotten your last win. So
Yep.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be an interesting one tomorrow, and then after that it's Pocono. And then the weekend I'm going to be away. I miss Watkins Glen. And that's like one of the best races of the season. But you know what? It's a great retreat that I go to that weekend, so it's worth going. So I'll miss Watkins Glen. I won't be on for Saturday and the Saturday and Sunday of that week. I won't be on. So someone else might have to do RaceCenter that week, only unless I do it before then. We're just gonna have to see, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we got a lot of good races coming up. After Watkins Glen, we go to Michigan, but then it gets good. We get to go to Bristol. That's always a good race. Go to Darlington. I love Darlington. It's probably my favorite racetrack in NASCAR. And we also go to Richmond. And last year that race was really crazy. So it's going to get pretty good here to close out the regular season. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing who makes it in. I don't think we're going to get 16 winners this year. I just don't see it happening. Kyle Busch will probably win before the regular season's over. But even if he doesn't, he's going to make it into the chase anyway. So it's not really going to matter too much. Of course, it will because of the playoff points. You get 5 of them if you win. But I don't think Kyle Busch is going to have too much of an issue making it into the chase. And yes, depending on how you look at it, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I like Bristol for like the modified race, to be honest.
Yeah. They don't show that live anymore, do they?
No, I wish they did though.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I was always hyped for was the modified races going live. But hey, if I do go to Bristol this year for like modified tour, I'll probably snap a pic of Colossus up close.
Cool. They actually, I think they use that
to say like, "Hey, I'm right here."
It's a fun fact. They actually use that for the basketball, the men's basketball finale, the Final Four back in March. They like transported it from Bristol to Arizona. I don't know how they did that, but that was just a little fun fact there.
Assembly deal, kind of like how they assembled it. They kind of disassemble it the same way and just moved it. I mean, that's my best guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks for him.
Can somebody send William Brock an invite? I don't know how to do that.
I can get him.
Yeah, because he wants to join. I can't private message it to him because his channel's not set up for that.
Yeah. I'm watching a little bit of the Cars Tour real race, and with 86 to go, someone's going back to the garage on the wrecker. That's the one thing I hate to see in racing, especially if it's your own car, is that it's getting towed back on the wrecker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I think we really kind of discussed all the real world racing stuff. Of course, Eldora was on Wednesday. Actually, didn't let Alex talk about that. Did you saw Eldora, right?
Yeah, I did see Eldora.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, I always think it's a great race every year because, you know, it's Eldora, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a good race on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see Matt Crafton win, you know, for his off
I
season.
was hoping, I was saying this earlier, I was hoping that Stuart Friesen would have won, but that unfortunately did not happen. Would have been cool to see that small team get the victory, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, just this year's Eldora race probably was more of a wreck fest. And I mean, if you have a good amount of wrecks here and there, then that does create a very interesting race. I mean, you saw it when Christopher Bell spun around and then got hit by Kaz Grala. And, but you know, just incidents like that can really open the door for some other drivers that are kind of struggling in the point standings or struggling in general to just simply, you know, drive their way up and, you know, get a good finish.
Eldora is definitely a good opportunity for a lot of those smaller teams to just get recognition.
Yeah.
I mean, Doc Pierce, I mean, nobody heard of him. You know, I mean, few people heard of him.
Yeah.
Before he raced at Eldora in 2015. But he wasn't really known like he is today after that race, until after that race. Finished second, led a majority of it, almost won it last year. And I believe he came back for at least a top 10 finish this season as well. So,
yeah,
Bobby Pierce, you know, that race has just pretty much put him on the spotlight. And William Brock has joined. Glad to have you here.
Mr. Bruh.
I think he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
And Trey Bartow asked us if we saw the trailer for Logan Lucky. That movie circling around the Coke 600.
I saw.
It's got Kylo Ren in it.
I think I saw the trailer for that, but
I don't think I have yet, but then again, I don't know. Nothing nowadays.
I wonder if he means like the Logan X-Men movie. I don't know.
No.
No, it doesn't?
No.
Okay. Because when he said Logan, just the first thing that registered to my mind was X-Men, pretty much.
No, Logan Lucky. It's like it's like some heist movie that takes place during the Coke 600 or something like that.
I'm just looking at it kind of on mute at the moment. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Dalton Sargent won last night.
Yes, forgot about that. I actually watched that last night. Michael Self was leading late in the going, and I wanted him to get the win.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But late in the going, I think it was like maybe about with 30 laps to go. Rain started falling, and they called a caution, but it was only a short little spurt. And they got back to racing about 10 minutes later. Dalton Sargent came down the pit lane, took tires, had a fresh set of tires on his race car, And he just drove around everybody on that last restart to take the win. And he took it away from Michael Stealth, who probably would have won that race if it weren't for that move. But still a very entertaining one last night at Lucas Oil Raceway.
Definitely.
But anyways, I think we've gotten through the real world NASCAR, real world racing thing pretty good. So how's it going in your series? I know, Elijah, you got stuff going on in the WRLA. How's it going over there?
Well, the truck series just recently went up. Actually, no, it went up like about 8 hours ago. But I don't know if like a whole lot of if anybody else has seen it, but I'm not really going to spoil the winner. So all I can say is it was a pretty crazy race. And
I was actually
next race,
I was commentating with you on that one, and I already forgot who won it.
Indy. But spoilers: a Toyota won. That's all I'm revealing. A Toyota won. But next race, they'll be going over to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park next week. Next Saturday, it'll be at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So hopefully you guys can tune into that race. And then WLA is going to take a break for about a week. And then the McDonald's Series and NOS Energy Cup will be going back to full-time racing for the remainder.
You mean the NOS Energy Cup?
I said NOS.
I think you said Monster.
I didn't. I said NOS.
What did you all hear?
But they'll be going back to racing on the 23rd race of the season basically with 13 races to go in the NASCAR season, pretty much.
Okay.
That's cool. So, Alex, I'm not sure if you got anything going on. Of course, the James Dean Wickard Concord Shootout was that last Friday?
Somewhere around those parts, a week or two ago.
So, I haven't done a podcast since then. Can you give a rundown on what happened there?
All right. Well, let me quickly pull up the video so I can remember real quick. All right, so a quick little rundown of what happened in the James Dean Wickard Concord Shootout. Havoc, wrecks, action, a lot of other stuff. And new first-time winners, people you never heard of that just started winning out of the blue. This is the race that people have dreamed about winning, and first-time winners have just received it. So, as you all know, in the top speed modifieds, it was a win for, I believe, Ace Garcia picked up that win, and I am correct because I am looking back at the video footage. NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series regular takes home the win in his first attempt on my channel, so that was pretty good for him. Takes his first win right off the bat, first try. And, of course, we move on to the tour types, and that was done by Bailey Kenyon relative to Darlin Kenyon, who started on the outside pole earlier in the race. And that race was more wreck havoc than anything. Anyway, continuing on to the next one. If I can rewind a bit. Daniel McMillan picked up that win, usually a tour type regular, put his hand in the modified and won it by a very close margin when Davey Johnson came off the final turn and just nearly nicked past him. But McMillan was able to outbeat him. He took the checkered flag and took home the glory. Anyway, moving on to the late model stocks. In that one, was Justin Roberts to take the, or no, that's not it. That's the late model trucks. But anyway, let's talk about the late model trucks. Justin Roberts took home the win there in good fashion, but we're going to talk about the late model stocks now. Isaac Nichols, a relatively known person on my channel, comes up and I believe takes home the victory, and he does in, I believe, a dominant style, which I'm happy to see for him. Congrats to him once again. Very good race for him, and he deserved that one. Already talked about late model trucks. Let's talk about the SKs. The SK mods, they were quite interesting, and I believe that Isaac Nichols became the first driver on my channel in the NRLOA history on my channel and of the James and D. Wicker to pull off 2 different division victories on one big race weekend. That has never been done before, and he managed to pull it off beforehand. So that makes him the first and only, which I am very happy to say that is quite impressive. Anyway, we move on to the street stocks. New body style than what we were used to last year, so not a lot of signups would have been good through. But anyway, looking through the late models or the street stocks, well, there's nothing really to say. Eli Bright won that in quite very dominant fashion. He led flag to flag, took home the checkers, brought back the trophy instead of the steering wheel, and there were no wrecks that round. Everyone came home perfectly clean. And I believe next is the vintage modifieds. French driver Hans de Vries took the win on that. Meanwhile, Eric Monaco, who drove the Maynard Shorter car, nearly took home the win and was in line to and take redemption from what happened in the tour type race, but unfortunately did not take home the checkered flag after that. Instead, it was Hans de Vries in the Jerry Cook throwback, I believe. So, once again, a great congratulatory race for him. And I believe we're going to move on to the final event that was at the night, the 4-cylinder Hornets. That race was pretty interesting. Not a lot of drivers on track, but still a lot of racing that was still to be done and had been. And I believe in that one, the rookie driver, Max James, of course, mentoree of the mentor of the NRLOA, Alex Bonsignor, took home the win and made the mentor proud as the mentee took home the checkered flag in the 4-cylinder Hornet. However, it will change based on what will be coming up soon. But that basically gave us a wrap-up on that event of all that said and done.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex, for letting us know about that. And it was definitely a fun event to do. I was glad I was able to be part of that, at least for a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
But
I was glad to have you on.
Yeah. Try to do more of that. It's really hard for anybody to really get a hold of me with my schedule, and it's just going to be crazier once it starts back up. But hey, I'm still going to be here. Don't worry.
Yep.
Tristan Allen joined. And recently, he just rejoined the NRLOA. He'll be rejoining once the next season of his series begins. But I believe he can still give us a rundown on how the Coca-Cola Cup Series has been going on. If you want to do that, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I've actually been getting lazy with that. I've been focused on a car set lately, so that's why videos haven't been going up as frequently as they used to be. But Yeah, just I just got into the chase, normal chase stuff with the elimination style. And I've been painting for the Design Cup series, which will be coming up also shortly. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I believe I'm in the chase in the Coca-Cola Cup series right now.
Yeah, you advanced past that one. You're actually one of the driver stars is actually running really good who doesn't have a win yet.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. I don't know. I haven't gotten many wins like at all this year. Like I think, and I got a win recently. Forget where it was. I think it might have been. Couldn't have been yours series because I haven't won yet. I'm trying to think where it was where I got my last win, but it had been like 5 months since I got a win.
I know there was one time you won in my Southern Modified Tour at Bowman Gray, or one of your.
And came close to winning at Ricky.
Yeah, you ended up stealing that win away from me.
Experience pays off.
Oh, hey, I'm pretty experienced. I mean, I'm like the best driver in the Pizza Hut X series. Like,
I'll give you props for that. I'll give you props.
I mean, like the best average finishing position both seasons in that series. That's pretty cool. I didn't even make the chase this season, so I was kind of upset about that. That's why. I mean, this is going to happen on season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We're going to change some rules around. The top 16 in points will make the chase. It's not going to be a win and you're in format anymore after this season.
Oh, yeah.
And mainly for that reason, because I think I was like second in the points going into the chase, but I didn't make the chase because I didn't win. And I saw a major flaw there in the system, so that's why we're going to change it up for Season 7. Of course, Season 7 in the Cup Series is going to be a custom series, and the team signups for that are probably going to be about, say, 3 or 4 weeks from now.
Well,
even though the series itself isn't going to start until February, I want to give myself some time to paint those cars. Now, of course, if you are a team owner, you cannot drive in the series. So keep that in mind. If you want to own a team you can't drive, you're going to have to, unfortunately, make a decision there. But that'll be coming up along with the Napa Truck Series signups. They'll probably be held on the same day. I know I said earlier on that the Napa Truck Series was going to be a custom series. That is not going to be the case, unfortunately. I just don't have the time to paint all those trucks, and I want to use my efforts to do the Cup Series instead, beginning in February.
Yeah.
Plus, if you look at what is on the Truck Series mod, they basically give you everything blank. They don't even give you decals.
Yeah. Well, I think I found some templates that had decals, so.
Yes.
One thing, you can't change the sponsor banner on them, so they stay Camping World.
Yeah, that's
no matter what.
You can even edit the color of it. I was gonna make a chase scheme last year, but then I realized you couldn't do anything with that at all.
Yeah.
But now Marty's series makes sense. How he had in Marty's series, he had his logo on the spoiler for his instead of the banner.
Yes, Stuart. I remember the same thing. Dover. But oh well.
Yeah. But anyways, I was about to say, coming on this channel, I'm going to be doing something on this channel in between the time of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series ending and the Napa Truck Series beginning in September. I'm going to be doing the HERS Dash Series on this channel. And the signups for that are probably going to be pretty soon. But I believe it's going to be a 10-race schedule, and it's going to be right in between the time of the Cup Series and the Truck Series over on my main channel. So I hope you guys enjoy that when it comes. But yeah, I think that's about it for me. Of course, in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, we eliminated 4 drivers from the chase: Ricky Stevenson, Cody Sill, Stuart Gratton, and the other driver I forgot. I don't know why I forgot it.
I hope it's not Ace Garcia, especially with that
It's
win.
not Ace Garcia. It's not Ace Garcia.
Okay, I was gonna say that would really stink for him, considering the win he took in the James and D. Wicker Concord shootout.
Yeah, and he has the most playoff points as well. He's got 20 of those, so he's got the biggest advantage. Alexander Rowe was the other driver that got eliminated from the chase, and he won this morning at Dover in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So kind of wish he didn't get eliminated after that win, but we're still without a chase driver winning a chase race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. It's kind of interesting. The chase drivers have really not shown too much strength in the chase, and they're the ones going for the championship. But hey, this is the way it is, and when we get to Homestead, I think at that point we'll know the 4 drivers who really were the best this season. And a lot of those drivers are going to fight hard to get into that Final 4. So we had Dover earlier today. I believe the highest chase driver in that race was Marty Johnson. And he's been very quiet this season in the number 32. He's not won a race yet this season, and we really just haven't talked about him too much either. But as a driver, he's doing a great job leading the points exiting Dover. He'll be leading the points heading in. Actually, sorry, he's not leading the points because Al Legacy is actually ahead of him because number 34 had more playoff points. So Al Legacy is going to head into Watkins Glen, the points leader, and Marty Johnson, I believe, is second in the points. So Watkins Glen's going to be Wednesday over on my main channel, and I hope you guys enjoy that one. The Lake Effect Ice Cream 400K be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time over on Napa Fan. But anyways, I think we really got we went through most of everything here tonight. So I believe we are good to go for this week's podcast. So thank you guys very much for watching NRLOA RaceCenter Live episode number 4. We'll be back next week talking about what happened in the Brickyard 400 and also talking about the other series that we all run and what's going on in them. So on behalf of Elijah Gordon, Alex Bonsignor, Tristan Allen, and William Brock, I'm Napa Fan. I will see you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, folks.
Fairly well.
Yeah.